Well, hers was,
Edwin's funeral, yeah.
she is, noticed in her testimony about the devil tried to intervene.
Right. Yeah.
Well, the same thing happened to me. It was a morning, and Mildred and Montene had already been saved, and I thought, oh, I'm left out. I mean, that really bothered me.
Yeah.
And I was older, and the invitation was given, and in the church on the right, Miss Bessie always sat right on that front bench against the wall,
Yeah.
and right behind her was me and Louise Dale. And she just turned around and says, don't y'all want to go? Boy. But Louise went first. And guess what? Thought, they'll say I'm just following her.
Right.
And that will hinder.
Right.
That hindered me so much till it took me forever. But Eloise Stower said, Mildred, you've got to pray for yourself. Pray and ask Jesus to come into your heart.
Right.
And it wasn't a little bit then till everything was clear. Everything, and I don't remember saying a word, but I know we went home that afternoon, and that's the longest evening I have ever seen. Couldn't, till I could get back and join that church to be baptized.
Yeah.
Well, someone said, well, what if he hadn't opened the doors? I said, well, I would have waited, or I guess I would have asked him to.
Right.
Because that was my heart's desire.
Right.
And all evening long, I'd say, Lord, I want to join this church, be baptized, and try to live a Christian life.
Yeah.
And I'm like Mary Jane, it's been with me over 70 years.
Amen.
Well, like I said, you can't forget those experiences, because if you feel led to do something, and at 8 years of age, he gave an invitation. And I walked down, he said, what do you want? And I said, I want this Jesus you preached about today.
Simple as that. Yeah.
Very clear.
Very clear.
Nothing to it.
Yeah.
You know, it's interesting how each of us came to the Lord differently,
Right.
but in the same place.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember, and I don't know who the lady was, but it was after I got big enough not to sit in the amen corner with Mama. And when I would
You
talk,
graduated a little bit. Yeah.
and when I would talk when I wasn't supposed to, I can still see her. And I don't know why I looked at her, but I did. And of course she saw me, and she just had to look. Then my head would go and I'd get quiet.
Yeah.
But on this particular Sunday, I guess I was singing as always, as loud as I could. It's just, it comes out, Milton, doesn't it, whether we hit the tune or not. But anyway, this lady came to me, I cannot remember who it was, and said, don't you want to go up and be saved? And I said, no. And I didn't feel led to go.
Yeah.
And I've always been glad that I didn't go, because some person asked me.
Exactly.
I waited till the Lord called me.
That's right.
And so it was the next year during your protracted meeting.
Oh,
is
that's
what we
right.
called it.
Yeah.
And so I remember, nobody asked me, but after the invitation was given, I knew that God was calling me to come forward, and so I did. And I don't remember what I prayed, but I do remember praying and kneeling there, and then everything was just bright and beautiful. I remember us walking home, and everybody was wonderful, and the day seemed bright with the whole 9
Right.
yards. But